Now dear students, see last time we discussed about velocity versus time graph. We also derived kinematic equation of motion in one dimension with constant acceleration or uniform acceleration. See that way v is equal to u plus at or v is equal to v naught plus at. v0 is initial velocity, v is final velocity, a is constant or uniform acceleration, and t is time. Now the second equation was distance was v0t plus half a2. Okay. Now third equation was v is equal to v square minus. See, sometimes we'll use this also. d is equal to v plus v0 by 2. Okay. Now this is valid only if the object or the body moves with a constant acceleration. Now see, the same equation we can derive by using calculus. Now we know the calculus is very important part, mathematical part in the physics. Now in calculus, basically we have to know about differentiation or derivative, and second integration. Okay. Now see, the same equation can be derived by using calculus. Now earlier we have discussed differentiation or derivative. Today we'll revise it and then we'll see about integration also. Then after we'll derive this equation by using the calculus. Now see, whenever there is a rate, then it is called differentiation or now see in the beginning of the lesson we saw average velocity is delta x upon delta t, okay, where x is a displacement. Now same way we studied average acceleration is delta v by d. Now see, for the instantaneous velocity we saw v is equal to dx by dt. Okay. Now see, the velocity is rate of change of displacement with time. Now if x is distance, then dx by dt will give the value of speed. Now similarly, acceleration or instantaneous acceleration is dv by dt, that is rate of change of velocity. So now velocity v is dx by dt, that is rate of change of displacement with time. See, acceleration a is dv by dt, that is rate of change of velocity with time. Now see here, dx by dt or dv by dt represent differentiation. See, whenever one quantity is divided by the other, or whenever there is a rate, we can say it is differentiation. Now we take some basic formula regarding derivative. Now see here, we take generally dx by dt, okay, that is rate of x with respect to time. Suppose it is dy by dx, rate of change of y with respect to x. Similarly, if it is dy, now dy by dt is rate of change of y with respect to time. Now see, dx by dt is rate of change of x with respect to time t. dy by dx is nothing but rate of change of y with respect to x. Similarly, dy by dt is rate of change of y with respect to time. See here, in kinematics, we will be deriving relation between x or y with respect to time. So here, see when we talk of differentiation here, we'll study derivative with respect to time. Now see the generalized formula, d by dt of t raised to n is n t n minus 1. This is a basic formula. Okay? Earlier we used to write okay. See when we are taking derivative with respect to x, that is d by dx. See when we take derivative with respect to t, then it is d by dt. Now see this is a generalized formula. Suppose t raised to 4. So what is value of n here is 4. T 4 minus 1, that is 3. d by dt of t cube is 3t square. d by dt of t square, t2 will be here. Power of t is decreased by 1, that is t2, t1, or you can say t. Now derivative of t. Now what is power here? Not mentioned, but it is 1. We can see it is 1t 1 minus 1, 1t 0. Now see earlier in the algebra we have studied anything raised to power 0 is 1. Okay, so we have to remember the derivative of t is 1. Now see the derivative of constant term. Now d by dt of 13. What we see here, this 13 do not contain term with t, so derivative of any constant term is 0. Now suppose it is d by dt of p. Okay, now p is suppose constant, then derivative is 0. Now d by dt is 111, then also is 0. Okay, so what we have to remember is the derivative of any constant term is 0. Now suppose we have got d by dt of 5t. Okay, we know 5 is a constant term, but we know derivative of t just now we have seen is 1. So 5 into 1 is 5. Similarly, d by dt of 3t square. Okay, now 3 is a constant term, but what is derivative of t square that we have seen? It is 2t. Okay, now this is the basics of the derivative. Now how do we use in the kinematics, that we have to see again. Now suppose x is a distance, then dx by dt you reach, that is speed. If x is displacement, okay, this is how we can find out speed or velocity from the x versus t relation. Now let us take a simple example. See the distance time relation is given by x is equal to 5t square plus 6t plus 9. Okay, x is equal to 5t square plus 6t plus 9. Now x is distance and v t is time. Now suppose we have to find out speed at t is equal to 2 seconds. Okay, we can find like this. Now see, we know v is equal to 3x by dt. Just now we have seen the rule of differentiation. 5 is constant term, derivative of t square will be 2t. Here 6t, derivative of 6t, 6 is a constant term, derivative of t is 1. Now see the term 9 do not contain t, derivative will be 0. So our relation v will be 10t plus 6. Now this is the equation for the instantaneous speed. Now the question says we have to find out velocity speed at 2 seconds. So we can write at t is equal to 2 seconds, v is equal to 10 into 2 plus 6, 26 meter per second. Okay, this is how by taking differentiation of x with respect to time we can obtain the value of the speed. Now next we have to see about integration. Now integration also a very important mathematical tool. See, whenever we have summation, or addition, see we have to find out. We have to go for integration. Now see what are the, see this is a symbol of the integration. See here dx. Okay, this is an operator. This suggested that integration with respect to x. Suppose it is dt, then it is integration Okay, now see the symbol of integration is like this. This is the symbol of the integration. This integration dx shows that it is integration is with respect to x. Integration dt shows that integration with respect to t. Integration dy shows that it is integration with respect to. Now see, we start with a basic formula. Now let us say integration of x to the power n. Okay, so the equation is like this, the formula is like this, n plus 1 upon. Now this is the most basic formula for the integration. Okay, integration x raised to n dx is x to the power n plus 1 upon n plus 1. Suppose x cube dx. See what is the value of n here is 1. Okay. Now, see we have to remember that in integration power will increase where in the differentiation power will increase. Similarly, integration okay. Now x dx. Now what is the value of n here? See value of n if I compare with the above equation is 1. So n is equal to 1 here, so that will make 1 plus 1 upon. Okay. Now suppose it is given integration dx only. Now see earlier we have seen anything power raised to power 0 is 1. Okay. Similarly. Okay. So this we can write as 1 dx. Why? Because 1 into any number remain the same. So we can write 1 dx or simply dx is 1 dx, that is x to the power 0x. Okay. Now, so what is the value of n here? It will be value of n is 0 here, so that will make x raised to 0 plus 1 upon. Okay. So important thing we have to remember, integration dx is x. Similarly, okay, this we have to keep in mind. Okay, now this is the basic of the integration. Now, see we have seen earlier x is the displacement. See the first derivative, that is will give the velocity v is dx by dt. Now, if I take the derivative second time, this was the derivative first time. See x was our displacement, v is our velocity, and a is equal to dv by dt. This is nothing but. So what we can say, the first derivative of displacement with respect to time gives the velocity, and the second derivative, okay, of displacement with respect to time gives the acceleration. See we can represent this in a different way. Now see v is dx by dt. Now a is dv by dt. Suppose I substitute the value of v here, it is d by dt of okay. See this is again a mathematical term. This is how we can represent it mathematically. It is called d2x upon dt square, or we can say acceleration is d square x upon dt square. Now this is about the differentiation. Now integration and differentiation are opposite process. Suppose here what we have, x was displacement, first derivative gives the velocity, second derivative gives the acceleration. But integration is opposite. Suppose a is acceleration, see the first integration okay, will give the velocity. Okay. Now if we take the integration of acceleration, we'll get the velocity. Now if I take integration second time, this will be x dx. Okay. So we have to take care, very important. Whenever we take differentiation of a displacement with time, we'll get velocity. We take differentiation again, we'll get acceleration. Here in integration it is opposite. First, if acceleration is given, if we take the integration first time, that will give the velocity. See, if we take integration of equation of velocity, then we'll get displacement. So what we have to see here, basically integration and derivative are opposite process. Now earlier we solved some examples by taking the help of the derivative. Now today we'll see use of integration. Now suppose we are given that velocity of a particle is given by 2t plus 4. Now v is the velocity. Okay, from this we have to calculate equation of displacement. Now just now we have seen that if we take integration of velocity with respect to time, we'll get the value of displacement. Now we know v is equal to dx by dt, that is known to us. So dx is equal to v dt. Okay, so now we take integration. Okay. Now what is the equation of velocity we are given? 2t plus 4. Okay, now here 2 is the constant term. We have seen earlier is the derivative of t. Sorry, integration of t is t square by 2. Okay, now just we had t is 1. Remember, integration 1 dt will be t. Okay, so here integration of t will be t square by 2. 4 is a constant term. Suppose we have integration of 4 dt, then it will be 4t. Okay, so this how we can write as 2 into t square by 2 plus 4 into t. Now if we can solve this, okay, so this is how we can get the value of displacement. So by taking the help of calculus, if we are given velocity, then we can find out displacement. We take another example in which the acceleration is given. Suppose a is equal to one. We have to find out displacement. Okay. Then first time a is dv by dt. So dv is a dt. Now integration, okay, will give the velocity. Now v is equation of acceleration is 3t square plus 2t plus 1. Okay. Now right now we do not discuss about the time interval. We talk of the basic formula. See, the time interval part will take later on. So now what is integration of t square? That is t cube by 3 that we have seen earlier. Okay. Now 2t integration will be 2 into t square by 2 and 1 dt will be. Now if I simplify, t cube plus, okay, so here equation of acceleration was given, from that we have obtained the velocity. Now suppose we have to find out displacement again, then we have to go for integration for the second time. Now v is equal to dx by dt is known to us, so we can write dx by dt is t cube plus t square plus t. So dx is equal to, okay. Now we take integration. Now we have seen earlier in integration power will go on increasing. So in that case, it will be t raised to 4 by 4 t square will be q by 3 t will be 1 by 2. Okay, so this is how, by taking the help of integration from acceleration we can find out the velocity, and from velocity we can find out displacement. Now we take some question based on, we take the help of integration. Now let us say our relation is v is velocity is equal to kt, where k is a constant 3t. So our relation has become v is equal to 3t. First you look, see the question says we have to find out distance covered in 5 seconds. Now we know velocity is displacement upon time, that is dx upon dt. Dx upon dt is dt. So dx is, okay. Now if I take integration, so that will be, now see here we have to find out displacement in first 5 seconds. So now see, this is the integration. Whenever integration with the time interval, okay, that is called the definite integral. So in that case t is equal to 0 will be the lower limit and t is equal to 5 will be upper limit. Now see 3 into t dt, okay, 3 is constant. Now t integration t dt is t square by 2, that is 3 into. Now see the lower limit is 0 and upper limit is 5. Okay, that is 3 by 2, 5 square minus 0 square. Okay. Okay. So this is how, if we are given velocity versus time relation, we can find out this way. Now here we have calculated displacement in 0 to 5 seconds, but now see the relation is like this. Here a is acceleration and t is time. Okay, so in that case we have to find out displacement. Now we know very well, we have seen, if a is acceleration and if I take integration first time, then we will get v a dt, and if we take integration second time, then x will be dv. Okay, so this is how we have to proceed. Now a is pt, so dv by dt is pt, so dv is equal to pt. Okay, now we take integration dv, p is constant term. Okay, now just now we have seen integration of t dt is now a is pt, dv by dt is p, that is known to us. So dv is p dt, pt dt. Now if I take integration of on both sides, that is dv integration dv is pt dt. Now integration to dv is v, p is constant, t dt integration will be t square by 2. So the velocity is 1 by 2 pt square. Okay, now see, from acceleration we have obtained the velocity. Now we have to take integration second time to find out the displacement. Now v is equal to dx upon dt. Dx upon dt is 1 by 2 pt square. Dx is okay. Now integrating on both sides. Okay. Now integration dx is x, p by 2, p square integration is tq by 3, so it will be 1 by 6 pt. Okay, so this is how we can obtain the value of displacement. So x is 1 by 6 pt. Now here we were given acceleration, from this we have obtained velocity, that was the first integration, and if I take integration of velocity, we will get displacement, it is 1 by 6 pt. Now see, our question says, let us say the velocity time relation is given. Now see here, v is equal to tt, v is equal to 4t is a relation between velocity and time. See, we have to calculate the distance traveled in time interval 2 seconds to 4 seconds. So in that case, this will be our lower limit and this will be our upper limit. Now v is equal to 4t, v is dx by dt is known to us. So dx is 4t. Now see, when we take integration on both sides, x, 4 is constant term, integration of t dt is t square by 2. Now see, what are the limit of the integration? 2 is the lower limit and 4 is the upper limit. This we can simplify. So x is 2 into t square. Okay. Now we have to substitute upper limit and lower limit. That is 2 into 4 square minus 2 square. Okay. So this is how we can calculate. Okay. So this is how we can calculate distance covered. Now here, see, v is equal to v naught plus at plus bt square. We have to simply calculate equation for the displacement. Now we know v is equal to dx by dt is v naught plus at plus bt square. So dx is equal to v0 plus at plus. Now we take integration on both sides. Now see, here v naught into dt. V naught is constant term. Integration dt will be t. Just like dt, integration is t. Okay. Integration v0 dt will be v0 t. Okay. So we can write v0 t. Now integration t dt, t square by 2 is known to us. That will make a into t square by 2 plus b, t square dt integration is known to us, t cube by 3. So in that case it will be b into t cube by 3. Okay. This is how, if the velocity time relation is given, we can obtain the equation of the displacement. Now see, our next question is given for a particle d is equal to b into root x. D is constant, non-zero constant, root x. Now see, we have given condition that at t is equal to 0, the position of the particle at 0. See, we have to find out how the displacement of the particle varies with time. Now we know root x, we can write x to the power 1 by 2. Okay. Now v is equal to dx upon dt. So v is equal to b root x, we can write dx upon dt is. Okay. Now we have to find out the relation, okay, of displacement and time. So we can write dx upon x to the power 1 by 2 is d dt. Okay. Now this we can write as okay. Now we take integration on both sides. Now see, again we have to use rule of integration. We know x to the power n dx is x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. Now here, see, the power of n, power n is 1 by 2, so we can write minus 1 by 2 plus 1 upon. See, that has become x to the power 1 by 2 upon 1 by 2. That we can as root x upon 1 by 2. That is 2 root x. Okay. Now this is how we can find out integration of minus 1 by 2. So this has become 2 root x is equal to b, integration dt is t. So root x we can write bt upon 2. Okay. Now see, we want to find out relation of x versus t. So if I take square on both sides, now see, these terms are constant. So in that case, see, our relation of x versus t will be x versus t square. So this is how, if for a given condition v is velocity, x is displacement, by taking the help of integration, see, we have obtained x and t relation.